everyone, it's me and Elda's back with another video, and boy, is this video is going to be a little bit mixed because I'm hoping for the best, but with modern gaming, you never know. So of course, as those of you who probably been made aware of by now, Sonic Superstar is definitely on its way to being released, though I don't think there has been an official release date named yet at the time I'm recording this. There has been more information coming out about the game, and recently, according to the Tales channel on Twitter, it had announced that Superstar was officially issued an everyone rating, but also showed what those ratings were based off of, and one of them definitely seems to have people concerned because it involves microtransaction. Of course, well, this is the Twitter page does show the everybody rating, and it says content description includes mild fantasy violence and in-game purchases. What does that mean entirely, or what exactly those in-game purchases are? The tweet doesn't really go into, because not a lot of information has actually been released about that. So of course people are worried, because with modern gaming, microtransactions are never really a good thing, because they're either really overpriced, there's pay to win, or it's usually the case where the microtransactions are the only thing of the game that's actually polished and fully finished. Now, from what I've seen, Sonic hasn't had that much big of an issue when it comes to I know Sonic Origins has been dealing with some problems when it came to their pricing, not from microtransaction, but I can't talk too much on it because I kind of missed it, but basically people who originally bought the game or the deluxe edition game when Sonic Origins first came out, it came with 2 additional packs that you could either have gotten them with the digital deluxe, or you can buy them separately if you initially bought the base game. But now those 2 packs are now included with Sonic Origin Plus, and now if you can only get them if you either upgrade the game to Sonic Origin Plus, or like I did and just bought Sonic Origin Plus and the packs just were included. So essentially, if you had bought the digital deluxe version and then bought Plus, you essentially were paying more for for some of the items you already had, which definitely understandably annoyed some people, because I don't think that was something that was actually conveyed very well from Sega to the gamers, which annoyed people. I think that's the main premise of it. I can't say much more about it than that, because I kind of missed that, because I really just bought Sonic Origin Plus and that was it. But from what I've heard, that was basically the issue. So based on that, and then I guess some other issues they've had with DLCs, I think when Sonic Forces came out, the Super Sonic DLC pack originally cost money, but then they got a lot of backlash. So then they took it back and made it free for everyone after getting a lot of backlash from it, because they were charging for something that was free in other games. And then of course some of their weird with Sonic Mania, where I think Sonic Mania Plus overall and Sonic Mania have been received very well, but it was interesting to see how they released this DLC that cost extra money right after. But then you have games like Sonic Frontiers that have all these DLC extra content that is literally free. So it is this weird back and forth thing of when Sega makes some pretty good choices and then makes some really weird choices, and then make some pretty outright bad choices that really piss everyone off. So to see the in-game purchases for Sonic Superstar does have people concerned, though some other people have brought out good points of what this actually means. One user had tweeted out saying, "For everyone who's worried, the in-game purchase would probably just redirect you to buy an online subscription to play the battle mode. Mario Party Superstar has the exact same thing on its rating for the same reason." Then there was another another tweet that someone posted that's saying, "In-game purchases likely was only included because of the Amy Modern Alpha DLC. It's free, but it's still technically a purchase of $0 from the online store. Similar thing happened to Crash 4 when they listed in-game purchases, referring to the free pre-order bonus outfits." So this could just be a thing where it's an in-game purchase, but it's actually not, because the Amy outfit is free if you, I believe, sign up for a little email promotion on the site, which I already did. And then there's an Eggman DLC Lego Eggman outfit if you pre-order the game. So it could be one like that, or it could be cosmetics that are in the game and you have to buy the extra cosmetics and stuff like that and all of the modern gaming shit. But the reality is nobody actually really knows, but I'm sure we'll get more information later on before the game actually releases. For me, how I, like, it's not like the best viewpoint, I guess, when it comes to gaming, but for me, as long as the game is finished, the game is fun, the game is polished, any cosmetic in-game purchases is more like a tip to the developer team who worked hard on the game, because there are games, like Madden and Diablo Immortal, which like really takes advantage of the monetization. But then you have games that like Fortnite, where technically it's free, there's no pay to win or anything, it's just 100% cosmetics. So it could be that, but the reality is we don't know. I am hoping it is like these tweets says, that it's just considering these free things as in-game purchases, or at the very least could just be cosmetics that don't really do anything at all to the game, and it's just, overall the game is fine and finished. The game looks really good from the trailers and the gameplay we've seen, so I guess the in-game purchases, as long as the game is fine, I guess I will not care too much about it. I will admit it is a worrisome, especially with modern gaming and some of, with Sega's history when it comes to some of these things of DLCs and extra in-game content. But hopefully from this is Sonic Frontiers, they know better not to like risk it or to tip too far. But with gaming companies and studios in this day and age, we never know. Hoping for the best, but that's all we can do right now because that's all we know. And with that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos as often as I can. Do you think the in-game purchases is going to be it's just a hint that Sonic Superstar is going to be a buggy, glitchy microtransaction game? Do you think that people are overreacting? Do you think people have a right to be worried? Or do you think that this is just a simple misunderstanding and all is going to be well and the game is actually going to be fun and everyone's worrying about nothing? And with that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos as often as I can. Do you think that people have a right to be worried about the in-game purchases? Do you think it's going to be really bad and the microtransactions is going to be all over the place and this game's not going to be finished? Or do you think that people are overreacting and the game's going to be fine and the in-game purchases is not going to be that big of a deal? I want to hope for the best, but like I said, modern gaming, it's a shitty place to be at with a lot of hit and misses. Sega seems to be a history when it comes to this thing as a hit or miss, so it could go either way. I'm hoping for the best, but we're gonna have to wait to see, what they do with this. And as always, till next time, bye-bye!